everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Riley K. Jones. I'm a writer, teacher, and author tuber, and today we're going to talk about my September book reads. So today, September book reads. I cannot believe it's already October and spooky season and Preptober, and I'm wearing black because spooky October vibes. So the books that I read in October weren't very spooky, but I guess they did have ghosts and they did have some murder, so a little bit spooky. Not so much different than the books that I already currently read all year round. So the first book that I read was Family of Liars by Lockhart, and this is the prequel to We Were Liars, and it just released this year, and I was able to snag a copy of it through my Libby app, and I really did enjoy We Were Liars. Like, that book was phenomenal. Like, I had no idea what's gonna happen and all that jazz. So this book is a little bit different because it's the mom of one of the characters tells the stories, so it's told from more of an adult perspective, and she tells though a story to one of her children about something that they lied about, and it was definitely not what I was expecting going into it. It was good. I did enjoy it, but I don't think it was as good as We Were Liars. I think you could read We Were Liars, and if you're like, hey, I read that, I'm cool, you don't necessarily need to read the prequel, but it was fun. So if you're looking for a fun read and you liked We Were Liars, then this has the same vein, and you're looking at the family for We Were Liars, like those kids, like their parents and the grandfather along with it. It was definitely interesting and worth checking out. I think I gave that like a 3 or maybe 4 stars. I was kind of thinking like 3.5 stars because it was still good, it was still enjoyable. I finished it in a day because it was an audiobook and I just had it on and I just did chores and I was hooked. I did not want to put it down. That says a lot about it. And the ending was satisfactory. Like, I did enjoy it, and it definitely had like little ghost things happening in it. And it was more so about like a love story gone wrong. So that's kind of like the premise for the story, was a love story gone wrong. And then you also see the kind of nastiness of the family itself and just expound upon. So highly recommend checking out Family of Liars if you liked We Were Liars. It was fun and enjoyable and definitely like something I was not expecting, but a lot of fun. The next book that I read was The Unexpected Guest by Agatha Christie. So this was originally a play version, and then I think his name is Charles Osborne. He wrote a novelization version of that play, and so I was like, you know what, this sounds really cool. And then I used to direct plays, so I kind of want to get myself a copy of that script because it was really fun and fascinating. And of course, Agatha Christie, genius again, really pulled some cool twists that I was not expecting. So The Unexpected Guest takes place in a small town in England, and it was during some of the more misty seasons. It opens up with this guy running into a ditch because of the mist, and he couldn't really see the road. His car is total, so he goes up to a house to phone for some help. But as he comes in, he discovers a dead body and a young woman with a gun, and they kind of strike up a conversation, and he agrees to help her because he believes that she's the one who murdered her husband. And so they kind of strike up a conversation and they decide to kind of cover this up. And then the rest of the story just goes on, and it's so fascinating because you're like, well, maybe it was the girl, but maybe it was someone else, and maybe and just kept like, well, what if this happened, and just kind of like unspirals, and then the ending is just like, whoa. You're just left there being like, my mind is blown. Like, it was so good. So highly recommend The Unexpected Guest if you like twisty thrillers, like, and twisty mysteries. Like, again, Agatha Christie, she's genius. She's genius. And I want to, like, now direct that play. If I was still directing plays, I want that play version, and I want to direct it because it is so good. And there were so many good lines in the last act that I was just like, yes girl, preach. But I don't want to share them because there might be some spoilers involved with that. But highly recommend The Unexpected Guest by Agatha Christie. It was so good. And that's all I read in September. September was a lot busier month than my other months, so I only got to read 2 books in September instead of 3, but that's okay. We still have October, November, and December to read more books, and I think I'm almost at my 40 book read goal, so we're gonna continue on reading. Right now I'm reading a nonfiction piece, and then I'm gonna hopefully go back to some YA thrillers for October, our spooky month. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please make sure to give this video a nice big thumbs up. It lets me know that you like videos like this one. And if you haven't already, click subscribe. I release audio videos on all things writing and reading every Thursday. Thanks again so much for watching. Keep writing, keep reading, and stay creative. Bye!